Hey everybody, welcome back to Wicked Good Sports, and welcome back to the Villa, where we cover Aston Villa with the biggest Aston Villa fan in America, Mr. Aaron Slater. Aaron, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty well, Brian. How about you?
Doing quite well as well, and yeah, a 3-1 victory over Burnley. I know weren't terribly concerned in the last episode, but still, always good to get a solid win. What'd you see out there?
Yeah, definitely. We still got to go out there and play the game, and we just can't hand uh, games over to anybody. So we need to go out there and get 3 points, and that's exactly what we did this Sunday. So I saw a team that actually is set up completely different than they had in the last two Premier League matches. The last match would have been the Hibs, and we actually set up in a three-back set. Um, I think this is kind of a newish thing that Unai is doing. We have good, capable. He wants to get his wingers up. He wants to get more attacking front out of Matty Cash and Luca Dean, who have been playing way more attacking style football, and then be able to secure the defensive side by having a three center back set. So it worked out in this match, and obviously Matty Cash definitely benefited from this, getting a brace. Played extremely well between him and Diaby, having a very nice connection with each other, and being able to work the ball with each other up and down the pitch. Everybody really had a well-rounded match, and I can't take credit because I didn't see this, but one of the writers in the Athletic, Jacob, I got his name right here actually for a change. Jacob Tanswell actually noticed that Villa played with the least amount of possession that they have this season with 44% of the possession, but they also sat back farther and they allowed Burnley to come on to them because Unai had noticed, this is his statement, Unai had noticed and his analytical crew that Burnley in their last couple matches, if you play off of them, they're not as threatening. It's like in basketball, dare the shooter to shoot if they can't shoot well.
Right.
So essentially, that's what Unai did to Burnley. Shoot if you can, but we know you can't. So
Yeah, always devastating in pickup games when they're like, "Let them shoot."
and you're like, wait, can I? I'm not
Yeah,
sure now. Brick. Ah, that's right, I can't.
exactly. Oh man. So yeah, all in all, solid win and solid 3 points. Here we're in what, seventh place we discussed before.
Yep,
So
seventh place.
good stuff. Keeping the good times rolling, the good
Yep.
vibes, as it
Um,
were.
since the start of 2023, Unai sits in second place, tied in second, with the most points picked up from a manager. So obviously Pep is first, but it's
Yeah,
it's
right.
him, then Pep, and then I can't remember who sits below him, but it's 49 points he's picked up. He's done a phenomenal job, and this is more than what I've anticipated. And now I'm only excited for more,
Yep.
and this fan base should be extremely happy that we're doing so well, and that we're getting these players to just play as a cohesive team. And that's what we had complained about when we started this podcast, was that there wasn't too much cohesiveness. They seemed very dysfunctional. That's just gone.
Mhm.
They're working for a prize, and they're so focused, and you could see it in the players when they make a mistake. Unai isn't like bagging on them, but he will correct you.
Mhm.
He'll tell you what you did, and you do it right. So, I mean, that's how winners think.
Yeah, it's really been great. I feel like ever since we started the show, it's just been like, damn, this is perfect.
We're up. We're going to the moon, baby.
Yes. All right. So we got a Europa Conference League. I had to read that off because you know me trying to keep track of everything. We talked about it last week where they won 5-0. This is the second leg, as you explained. It's a cumulative match where as long as Villa doesn't lose 6-0, or as long as it's not 5-5 to cause a tie, they will advance. What are you thinking about this game? At the time of recording is tomorrow. At the time this comes out, it'll be later today at 3 p.m. So, yeah, tell me what you're thinking about this match.
So this match really is set up for a lot of the youngsters, which is super beneficial. We don't have to play our full squad. Robin Olsen will probably get another start. He had replaced Emmy last week due to a calf injury. He played well enough in the match against Burnley, so he should do the same. And Villa should really just dominate this match as well. Whether it's they could give up a goal just because it's youngsters that possibly go out. I'm not entirely sure. If I was Unai, I would probably throw out youngsters, but he might also just want to say, "We're home and we're going to beat you in the dirt, and this is how it's going to be." Either way, we're coming out with a win and we're moving on. And I don't know how the moving on works either. So I haven't looked into that, whether it goes we're going into the group stages, or if we have to play another playoff. But either way, we're moving on.
Yeah, we'll find out. It's not updated on Google, so I assume it depends on
Most
other
likely.
teams and how it all shakes out. But we'll be there to cover it. So final thing, we got Liverpool coming up September 3rd. That's this Sunday. What are your thoughts on that match?
This match is going to be obviously a lot tougher. This is going to be like the Newcastle match essentially, because we're at Anfield. Anfield is also a very hostile park to play in. That's where a lot of people think that's where Arsenal met their demise and then slowly started to fall because of that whole Granit Xhaka thing. But that's last year. That's in the past for Arsenal.
That's for Rhett to talk about. Yeah.
Yes, it is. So these matches between Liverpool and Villa have been closely contested. In fact, a lot of the matches Villa have had the lead up until like the 80th, 90th minute at the end of the match, where they either get Liverpool score a goal to draw or a couple goals to go ahead. I had said in Swinging at Shins with Woodsy that my prediction was a 4-2 win. I don't have.
No, I love that. I'm into it.
I don't have any reason to believe this.
Mm-hmm.
I just want it to happen. That's all.
Hey, sometimes you gotta just put it out there into the universe and
manifest it.
Yeah, exactly. Manifest it, and sometimes without any rhyme or reason, and when it works out, you get to gloat. That's the fun part of sports.
This match will probably be very. This is probably one of the top 3 matches of the weekend here. Mm-hmm. It's going to be high press. It's going to be nuts. It's going to be wide open, or maybe it won't be. I hope it is, because that makes for a fun match, to be honest. But
yeah,
like I said, I think Villa. I'm manifesting Villa winning. I'll take a draw. It is Anfield. I will take a draw, but I'm manifesting a win.
All right. I love it. Well, of course, be back next week to see how that went. Do you want to, you already mentioned it, but do you want to give a little tease for what was happening Swinging Shins this week?
Sure. Woodsy and I talked about, now that I forgot everything, and it's like taking a test and you're like, I studied so hard, or, I studied 3 minutes prior, and you're like, I don't remember anything. What did I just retain? We talk about Virgil van Dijk's red card, who I actually forgot to say that he's going to be out. He's a critical player for Liverpool. He got a straight red card. We discussed whether it was and what the PM? No, wait. I think I was right the first time. PGMOL or PMGOL, something of those letters. It's too long. It just needs to be like 3. Give me 3.
Yeah.
Whether they
WGE, WGS, you don't need more.
Come on, 3. That's all I need.
SAS, Swinging Shins.
Exactly. See, everything comes in good in 3s.
Yeah.
We discussed whether or not that there needs to be an independent VAR body, and whether or not that there's too many changes that the refs have implemented, and now they're all confused and everything. They don't know what to do. They're just calling however they feel like it. So
I'm always glad to hear, whether it's talking to you or talking to Chris about hockey, that it's not just like the NFL's refs that are confused. It's all the refs everywhere very confused.
Yep. I mean, there was a ton of rule changes that they wanted to have happen, and they're trying to press for the refs here. They're trying to protect the refs a little better, but it's become risky for the refs, to be honest. If I
Mhm.
like, they just don't know what to call anymore.
Right.
It's like, well, we have VAR, but that doesn't really cover it. But we're
Mhm.
also doing, um, you can't kick the ball away for time wasting. You definitely can't do time wasting. You can't call for yellow cards. I just there's all of that is incredible. Like, it's a lot of things for the ref to think about in just one season. That's what we discuss.
Yeah. So if you want to hear an in-depth conversation on that, check out Swinging at Shins. Of course, always the first link in the description here as well. And it's on YouTube. It's on all the podcast
Hmm.
services. So go check it out. Other than that, Aaron, anything that we didn't mention that you wanted to?
Go to beer garden.
Go to the beer garden.
Go to beer garden. It's a fantastic place. Breeds great culture.
Absolutely. So check that out. And other than that, busy week coming up next week. I'm going to be doing predictions for every NFL conference. I'm going to
Ooh.
be, making my Super Bowl pick, all that, so that in what is it, 6 months, we can come back and laugh at how wrong I was at everything. Like my pick that the Baltimore Ravens were going to win the Super Bowl last year, which
Ooh.
didn't happen.
Ye-
Yeah, it wasn't even that close.
No.
They made the playoffs, but Lamar Jackson got hurt, and once he got hurt, that was about it.
Yeah,
But,
no, no from there.
so yes, lots of fun stuff. We got hockey talk, and basketball is also coming back soon. So we're gonna be like really full up. I know it's been a little sparse, but
That
we're
happens in
coming
the
back.
summer.
It is, yeah.
There's a lull for sure.
And plus, you want people to have fun during the summer. You
Of
don't want to be
course.
like we have to record right now.
That's true.
So, other than that, Aaron, thank you so much for your time,
Thank you, Brian.
and we'll see you all in the next one.